Hi guys, have with me today my dearest brother, and I'm just gonna ask him a couple of questions for a lot of people that have been wondering what it is like as a working parent and you have kids in America, how you balance it up with your working schedule and your kids pick up time and drop off time at home and in school. So you wanted to ask how you've been able to balance that.
Sure. Hi, my name is Max, and this is my dear sister, and we're both from Africa. So, having kids in the USA is kind of like a struggle based on my schedule personally, because like I was, every day is kind of like it's 8 o'clock schedule for my son. Sometimes it's at 5 o'clock for me to be at work, so it's kind of hard for me to kind of like a balance. So what I've been doing so far has been what we have Uber, which is here, but then you have to have somebody that take your son to school. You cannot just have your son and into the Uber that will take your son to school. So pretty much it's like having that schedule in advance, and then on the day of the school, you also get lucky if that Uber doesn't cancel on you. So that's what I've been going through a lot. You schedule it, the Uber doesn't show up, so then you have a second option, which is taking the bus. But then with the bus, sometimes the bus runs behind, and school starts at 8:30. Your son has to be in class at 8:30. So it's a little bit of a struggle because I'm the kind of person I don't like to be late. So I'm trying to make sure my son learn how it is to be on time. So I'm doing all my best to make sure he gets to school right on time. So two options for me: either it takes a bus, which might run late, or I go ahead and I schedule an Uber. So pretty much what I do is I schedule that Uber way in advance of his school time, and then if the Uber end up canceling, then he can always go to the bus stop, hoping the bus gets on time. But then in that case, if the bus doesn't get on time, then I end up shooting a message to the teacher. So it's a struggle. And then you have to call again for another Uber. That might take a little bit more time. So instead of him being at school at 8:30, he might end up being at school at 9 o'clock. So every day is a little bit different. So I'm always trying to do my best to be ahead of anything that can happen. But again, we don't know tomorrow. We cannot control anything. So having a kid is it's hard. It's beautiful having a kid, but it's just being able to go to work, surviving, and then making sure they get their education. So far we have been doing not good, but we are managing. So that's all I can say so far.
Thank you so much, Mr. Max. So you had it. This is what we go through as parents in the diaspora and with kids. So stay tuned for another section with Talk with Tai Tai, Real Talk with TT. Thank you, Mr. Max.
Of course,
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.